The war. During my first 5 years out of the military, it was my whole personality. And how could it not be? I joined the Marine Corps just before 9/11, and I went through boot camp in 2002 when I was 18. In less than a year, I'd be forward deployed to invade Iraq as an infantryman with 3rd Battalion, 5th Marines. I survived the invasion and returned to Iraq in 2004 for the Second Battle of Fallujah. Look that one up on Google if you're not familiar. It was the bloodiest battle of the war. For years, when I was reminded of that time, it was like recalling fragments from a horror film, a terrible series of kaleidoscopic visions that are always paired with the smells of cordite, diesel fuel, and rotten meat. These days, though, that's a much more faint memory than it used to be. When I'm not at school at UCF, I work a job at Valencia College as a writing tutor. Writing is my new thing now, after years of not having much to call my thing except the Marines in Iraq.
I think it influenced his writing a lot. It's something that I hope that he will publish in the future. Well, selfishly, I like war literature, so I think it's just influenced him. I think it changed his perspective of the world, of what he's told me, and I think it's something he holds true. And I think he wished he had more people to relate to him about it. I think that's one thing that he does long for, is to talk to people about it who can empathize with him.
Casey brings up a fair point. I don't have any war buddies to hang out with, and one reason is that some of them are dead. These two were the funniest guys in 2nd Platoon. Greg Rund was cut off and shot to death in a house in Fallujah, and Ross Smith, otherwise known as Smitty, was killed on his 3rd tour to Iraq when a roadside bomb sent shrapnel into his throat. The rest of my Marine friends are living in scattered spots around the country. None of them live in Orlando.
I think when he talks about the tattoo, there's sadness because he lost friends. Fred mostly talks to me in particular about it when people leave the room. It's not that Fred's not open about speaking about it. I think certain situations he is, because it is a hard thing to talk about.
This isn't to say that I don't have regular friends. I tell them some stuff.
I don't think he knew what he was getting himself into. He was very young, and it was kind of a shock, but he rolled with it and did the best he could, you know.
It's caused him to have a passion for doing journalism, maybe enlightening people. I think Fred has a real interest in, like, getting people interested and as excited as he is about the things that he loves and has an interest in. And I think that desire somehow came as a result of what his experiences were in the military, his desire to get more, see more out of life. And he talks about the military, but I feel like there's a lot of stuff that he doesn't talk about that's very close to his heart.
I knew Fred before high school, and there's a difference. I mean, during high school before the war and everything, he's a different guy, for sure.
Billy's right, I am different. But I'm reminded of something Tim O'Brien once said. Stories are for joining the past to the future. My hope is that with any luck at all, through my writing, I won't have to live with the past alone.